Hello and welcome to the Table Talk Otaku podcast. My name is Okami, or Christian, whatever you'd like to call me. I hail from a decent sized town in Pennsylvania from a smaller town in Oklahoma. I'm a Christian, which affects all my views. And we got Pat here with us.
Yes, Pat. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, how y'all doing this Sunday? I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of a weird day for me. A
Yeah,
little lazy, a little busy.
lazy and busy. You've been on Pal
I
World for
know.
4 hours.
Yeah, but I've also had to go to work too, so it's weird. That's all I'm saying. It's also uncomfortably moist.
Yeah, it is up here even, so I can understand that one. We
I did
also
hear y'all getting a winter storm.
nah, it's just
Somebody up
rain.
in Northwest.
Just rain. We
That's good.
also got Cobalt here with us.
Uh,
T
Pat's
to the O to the
neighbor,
P to A.
Resident Cat.
also also slightly busy.
Slightly busy. What you been doing?
Okay. I mean, I was in Louisiana for a few days last week.
I mean that, yeah. I meant today.
Oh, today? Nah, I'm just
Yeah.
looking at my week for next week.
Cry. You
Be
followed.
out of town
What?
for so long. Yeah, don't you remember when you banned me in a certain somebody's chat and I sent you a picture with the button?
Yeah, but you
And then
didn't
you
have
timed me out again on the other chat?
Oh.
Oh, the shame.
I mean, I've still been here for
I guess that's kind of the point. Oh no. I really couldn't tell you.
I forget
Oh,
I
the
have that
IRS will.
talking. Yeah, the IRS does, but no one paying the bills. All right. Well, what's been going on this week? Is Mitch McConnell dead yet? Have we confirmed this?
I heard Mitch McConnell's alive, but they're doing
Everyone keeps
okay.
saying that, but then they never see him.
I mean, yeah.
he's taking a vacation,
In the
down in Florida.
hospital. A vacation in the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he's using all that government salary money and stock money to get a live-in nurse so he can stay in his mansion instead. I'm sure.
Oh, you mean, and then his wife can go overseas to China and do everything for him? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I,
isn't that what we always do?
nothing's changed.
I don't think that's what most politicians do if they want to stay in good standing or get reelected.
Well,
But I don't
I'm
think he
sure
cares.
there's more that we can shake a stick at, but been over there a few times.
I mean, if we're gonna talk global stuff, Cobalt was telling me how a Ukrainian woman did a suicide bomb attack in Russia.
Well,
What
okay,
is that?
so we do not know that it was Ukrainian.
Okay, good. Good. I was letting you clarify.
Um, it very well could have been a radicalized Russian, uh, but they had a bomb on them, and they tried to get into a restaurant that had some sort of event going on,
Mm.
and security stopped them, and then somebody detonated the bomb, potentially remotely detonated. They're saying. I don't know how much I trust, but it did kill a few people. Definitely not the people, according to them, not the people they were targeting.
I mean,
Doesn't this
if
happen like twice a day over there, though?
no,
I mean, I think normally the attacks are successful, so the fact that they got stopped by security would be somewhat newsworthy.
That's why it's in the news, because they actually got stopped.
state funded media wasn't gonna let that slip. Hey, we got this
we
person. We
we got
stopped them.
this guy. Good publicity, or this girl, or whoever it is,
Warman.
or this Ukrainian slash Russian slash we don't know anymore because we're just killing everybody and we don't care. Yeah.
Anywho, shit. What else has been happening?
I
I
don't
feel like
know.
there's something else I've been waiting to talk about, but I can't remember what it is now. That's just my life.
Been listening to
Oh,
Roboco's voice for a while.
I watched the new Avatar movie, the Avatar Aang.
Oh, how did that go?
Like they actually, the production on that thing was freaking amazing. Like the art and animation is spectacular in it. Now the story probably gonna feel a little rushed because they crammed like what would have been an entire arc of the show in like an hour and
Did
40
they?
minutes.
Which one was it?
What do you mean?
What arc?
No, it's like its own individual story. It takes place after the
Oh,
Fire
okay.
Lord's defeat.
Okay, that
Like
one is what you're like, because I know Netflix is coming out with something.
oh yeah, their season 3 of the live action is coming out in a little bit, but people are not liking the live action TV show.
Yeah, tell that to Netflix, who keeps making money off of it.
Yeah.
I don't believe when people say online that it's not making money anymore.
No, it's not that it's not making money. It's just the fans of the show are not liking because it's supposed to be a
Well,
one for one adaptation, but they screwed a lot of shit up.
yeah, but I hear that like I heard the same thing about One Piece, and then like my little cousin or my nephew, I should say, absolutely loves it.
The One Piece live
Okay,
action.
Yeah,
but
I have
okay,
not
first
heard many
off,
people complain
is
I
about
your
the
know that's
One Piece
little
live action.
anecdotal, but at the same time, it's like that's like the whole point is Netflix doesn't care about the actual fan base. I don't think they just want people to watch the show, and they did.
Well,
They do.
in
well,
One
that's
Piece is
that's the thing
go ahead.
is your little cousin.
Who also watches the
No
anime?
offense, no offense, is not old enough, most likely, to be considered a part of like the original fan base.
Correct,
So
but
it
they
can
have
be
they are,
popular with your cousin
but
and
they are,
unpopular.
but they have watched the anime. They're, I think they're caught up to the
On One
anime.
That
Piece
would
or
Yeah,
Avatar?
on both. They've seen
Yeah,
both.
I've heard people say that the live action One Piece is good, and part of which is they actually as far as like the fan base being happy, Oda worked on the live action show. Like he approved everything about it, so that's that.
I
But
mean,
no, like
I've seen some and I didn't care for it, but that's because they can't recreate One Piece in a live
no,
action.
like I got even if they keep the spirit of the show, it's just
Yeah,
it's some things are probably better than animated. Let's just put it that way.
yeah, but the I haven't heard much about the. I've only heard good things outside of online from the what do you call it?
Avatar.
Avatar Netflix version. Even from people that have seen it, seen the original, they say, yeah, it's not as good, but nothing's as good as cartoon to live action. You can't do that. But I don't know. If it didn't make money, they wouldn't make any more. So
Yes, it's fair.
But
What else
yeah,
is there?
I would like to. I might have to watch that Avatar movie. Where's it?
It's on Paramount Plus.
Oh, hold on, never mind.
They were gonna
I will not
well, not what?
watch it.
I mean, I can stream it if you want.
Nah, I'm good.
Anyway, yeah, there were people were very pissed because they wanted to see it in theaters, but Paramount only released it in two theaters, one in Los Angeles, one in New York, so they could qualify for animation awards.
Mm-hmm.
And so fans who are like, we want to see this in the movie theaters. Why aren't you doing a nationwide release? Eh, to play around. Plus, they didn't just. Ugh. I see people mad about that. And one of those channels I follow, totally not Mark, released a video I think yesterday about it, breaking down not just the movie but like the production, like all the studios that worked on it and the animators, and it's a pretty cool video if you watch it right after you're watching the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, it kind of figures that would limit it to their streaming service.
That's actually one of the criticism people would have about Paramount when it comes to Avatar. It's like y'all must not like money, because y'all could have made a lot in a couple different areas. What are y'all doing?
Yeah. All right. Well, here's uh here's some news that like I saw recently and stuff just because it's going on right now. The streamer games. I don't know if y'all have looked at that at all.
Streamer games?
Yeah, it's done by essentially Ludwig and
Oh, I
friends.
mean, yeah, Streaming University or whatever that is.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
anyways,
it's not just him; it's a lot of guys. It's actually been
well,
very
I
helpful.
know, but like they're doing like teams and stuff.
Hmm.
Okay, I maybe controversial take. Somebody that lives in Wales should not be on the UK team or that represents Wales. Just calling
I
Sea
mean,
Dog out right there. Like you are
it's
not
part
UK.
it's part of the United Kingdom, isn't it?
The UK needs to have clear lines at this point. Like, can I
You
be
need to
on Team India but also be on Team UK? You know,
you need to separate the
South Africa, Madagascar.
you got to separate Scotland. You got to separate separate
Yes.
Ireland. They're all got to be their own area.
Yeah, that it just doesn't seem fair that one team like has, just all these countries in one thing. And they
Wait, they
all
really
want
have
to.
South Africa and India too,
Well, I mean, UK technically. They wouldn't be countries without the UK almost.
because the
But
UK had a flag.
yeah, but I don't know. It bothers me when I see that. I don't like it when I see it in like um
Oh, Lord.
the FIFA or the what do you call it? Olympics either when it's like, oh, I've lived here for so long, but then or I'm a citizen of this place, but because I have this heritage, I can go this way. It's like I hate that. Like, stop it.
I mean, does Wales end up in the Olympics? I don't think I've ever seen them.
Wales does, yes. They can any country can come out and be like, "Oh, we're part of the," as long as they have somebody to do it, because you don't have to be a part of the whole Olympics. You can just be part of one game.
Hmm.
You don't have to be a part of everything. So
Is that why Jamaica never wants in the bobsled?
they do have a bobsled team. They just don't always qualify. I think every country has like a team for
Yeah,
everything. They just don't always qualify every time.
I mean, there's that if if you're participating, you're eligible for every event. It's just whether you participate or whatnot. It's also up to you.
But also, that's the thing with the Olympics is you can say, "Oh, I'm going to represent," just choose some small country, Wales or anything. But then you don't make it. Wales doesn't qualify, but you're one of the best runners. The UK will call you up and be like, "Hey, you can run for us." I think that's dumb. I think that's absolutely dumb. Like
I mean,
that should not be a part of what that is, at least.
it's kind of does feel like it's against the spirit of the sport, the whole Olympics
Yeah.
to participate for two different places.
I mean, it's one thing with like even America I don't really care for, but it's one thing to where we have like a literal like somebody that is a full on Mexican citizen, but then they moved to the United States and got a green card and then became a full citizen of the United States because Mexico allows dual citizenship. That's a bit because like it's like well tech I mean they technically are a citizen of both, and I believe you have to live in the country for a certain amount of time to be a citizen of either
Probably have
place.
probably happens a lot with baseball
Yeah,
players
so it's like three
and
months out of the
boxers.
year they're at least in the other country. So I kind of see that, but with the United Kingdom stuff, it's like oh you're just part of our small conglomerate of countries. So here you can be a part of our team. Like just put this flag on. Point to it when you do something. Like that's kind of dumb. It doesn't seem like that's the. It just takes away from the spirit of representing a country for me on that one.
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
But I guess they don't care about that. They just want the medals. So,
Oh yeah.
so what I'm saying is, me and you, Pat, should go start a ping pong team for Jamaica. I think we can do it.
Unfortunately, I do not have Jamaican citizenship.
I think it's we. I think we can do it. Cuba. We can say we're part of Cuba
Cuba.
because we own it or something.
I mean, I do have like two different Spanish sides of my family.
There we go.
My mom was European Spanish, and my grandmother, my dad's side was Mexican.
All right.
So I mean, I could figure something out. Oh, speaking of, there's some more world news I forgot about. You heard about the 50,000 people who arrived in Spain?
We're what?
Basically, and one of the Spanish territories, like an island just off the coast of Spain, which is part of Spain. I think their population is like 80,000, but they just had 50,000 migrants just flood in from Africa. They actually had to mobilize the military,
Hmm.
and the majority of which were not women and children, but they were mostly males, adult age males.
Figures.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, basically, it's this part of Spain is like compared to like a thing is like the Cuba to America. It's like the closest landmass to Africa from Cuba. I'm from Europe, so it's people could just take boats across this little stretch of water. Boom, they're in Europe. And the way they flood in was kind of crazy. If you watch the videos, it's like they just literally jump off the boats and just start sprinting into mainland or onto the island. And I guess they plan to eventually spread to the rest of Europe, not just stay in Spain.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, what? What else we got? Anything?
I'm trying to think.
Let's see. Open up my
Uh,
news app.
LeBron James officially a 76er.
I don't think that's a problem. I actually like it. They need a
It'd be alright. No, I'm just saying that's just news that I've heard about this week.
they need a championship there. I say go for it. Hopefully, it'll get Boston to get their butt in gear.
Yeah, they never got one with Allen Iverson, did they? Or Dr. J?
Nope.
Damn.
Why is
Oh, You know how I recently rewatched Avatar because it's something to watch while I'm doing things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've also recently rewatched the Cell Saga in Dragon Ball Z.
Oh
English dub.
god.
English dub just has like on the background. You know, now that I'm not watching it week to week episodes, the pacing doesn't seem nearly as bad as it used to.
Hmm. Oh, what do you think about Twitch doing some AI training on streamer content?
Like, like what kind of AI training we're talking? Like
It
using it
says
to edit things.
Twitch and Amazon are preparing to use live stream videos, audios, and chats to train generative AI models. This is an announcement expected soon, despite internal pushback. Creators have limited opt out options under Twitch's broad content rights.
Wait, so they're using streamer content to train AI to act like streamers?
I doubt that. I think it's while highlighting the unique values, there's unscripted interactions. I think what they're doing, and like people are taking it out of proportions. They're saying they're taking it to where you are, and
I'm just asking, is that what the context of what I'm
no,
asking?
no,
I
no,
mean,
no.
yeah.
They haven't released what it is yet. They just said that they're going to do it. But I think what it's for is they're trying to train an AI to see how certain chats react to things, and then making their website better based off of that. Because then they can, essentially in real time, uh, implement stuff without messing with streams.
So they're just using AI to gather data on
Yeah,
chat. Okay.
they were doing that anyway. But
Look,
yeah,
they gotta figure out how to make their advertisements as difficult to notice as possible.
yeah, I guess that's true. That's probably. I mean, it's probably something to do with advertising. Probably something to do with like how commenters react if all of a sudden we change, the ad on the bottom to the top or to the side or something. And they can do that by training an AI to act like chat. And so they probably only do it to the bigger streamers, but still, people are upset because the AI is watching them, even though it was before. They just now they're coming out with it. Yeah.
Speaking of
Oh,
AI,
you're
though,
disgusting AI to keep its filthy mitts off of me.
I was gonna say, speaking of AI, another state's getting AI cameras to watch cars. I heard
Yeah,
this today.
the flock camera things. What is it for? Like I get what it's kind of for, but to me at the same time I'm like, well, now does that mean I just don't have to have a dash cam anymore? Like that's awesome. But at the
Mm,
same
Uh,
time, if it means like they're just gonna start sending me random bills for things, then that's when I'm like, okay, now,
even worse, they get the
that's
tags wrong.
yeah,
that's the thing. It's like it's supposed to be a law enforcement tool, but obviously it's owned by a private company.
yeah.
Private company decides to use it for it.
Well,
But
yeah, they're definitely selling stuff, but
realistically, like the main concern is that it's going to attempt to identify vehicles using AI, and law
mm,
enforcement's just going to assume that it was correct. And
yeah.
sometimes it'll get it right, sometimes it won't. You might
Which so it'll just lead to more court disputes, and then eventually they'll just be like, okay, we can't use it anymore.
well, not necessarily just court disputes,
True.
because when you consider like kind of thing the person they're looking for could have been doing, it could result in basically the AI swatting.
Hmm.
I mean, so maybe that's a hot take for y'all, but I don't care if somebody's doing drugs. Like I want them off the street. So like I'm like
Well, that's
all
the
It's
for that.
thing. Like the
it's not even
camera's not
that.
gonna do anything about that.
Yeah, but it might get somebody swatted that they saw do drugs on the street, which I'm fine with.
Oh, it's not. They don't give
Yeah,
a
but
fuck.
I know they don't
It's
really care about that. It's just the if there's a
it's smoke
possibility that I'm
cars.
like, oh,
Like,
let's go for it.
and then it's also there's been times where it's gotten the wrong, like it's got the ID on the license plate wrong, as somebody who didn't even commit the violation
Yeah,
got a
yeah,
ticket,
that's what I
or in
was
certain
saying. More court
Or
disputes.
they literally get arrested and
Yeah,
spend time in jail before someone finally figures out, oh, we fucked up.
sounds like
yeah,
more government lawsuits allowing the people to get money off the government to me. But
and there's also the fact that they don't even confirm if you're the person driving the vehicle. Because I mean,
true.
if I lent my car to my sister and she got a speeding ticket and I got charged for it, like that's kind of fucked up. You don't. Part of the reason that law enforcement, when it comes to traffic laws, is they pull over and confirm who was breaking the law in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, but then it's another one of those you go to the court and dispute it. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying that if you dispute it, there's no
Well,
speeding
so
ticket.
that is actually part of the problem, depending on whether the camera is if the ticket is sent to you by the government or sent to you by a private entity that was allowed to set up the camera. There are private entities that are foreign owned that run cameras in our
Yeah,
country, and you cannot go to court to dispute a ticket from
for
one
the
of
four.
those.
Okay, that doesn't
You have,
seem. I
yeah,
I don't think that's a dispute with the foreign entities because they aren't the ones sending you the bill.
but they are.
I thought it
That's
would
actually
be. Wouldn't
no.
it be
It
the United States government
the
sending you the
state
bill?
no, the government gives them the right to own, operate, send tickets, receive money from tickets, and they bid a certain amount for that right.
Oh, yeah. See, I disagree with
So
that part.
you don't even get your own constitutional rights to face your accuser in court. Like
Yeah,
it's actually fucked up.
that I would not be for. But at the same time, like I get that's already been reported and things. It's happened. Um, but at the same time, I think that'll be resolved very quickly because of the problems it's going to cause. But if it
Well, I
doesn't,
mean,
then yeah, I think they're going to get
either
a
an
lot of
Alabama man or a Florida man is trying to fight it right now.
yeah,
A man in Texas that cut a bunch of down with a saw.
yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember if they actually caught that guy, but he cut down 13 flock cameras whenever he got
But
with
yeah,
a spider saw.
I feel like that's a bit like so the flock cameras themselves, if it's owned by a foreign government or even foreign anything, um, because we didn't have the public didn't have a choice in it. I believe that is
I mean,
not constitutional.
I
Because
think the flock cameras or flock as a company is domestically owned. I still take
well, yeah,
issue with their
I'm
existence
saying
because that is
any company that owns a camera that we can't sue or anything like that because they're out of the country.
yeah.
I'd say that's
Because like
unconstitutional because we shouldn't be allowed to be watched by somebody outside of the
yeah.
United States without our
Well,
consent.
part of the that's where I was going to say part of the problem is there's nothing really stopping them from giving access to whoever the heck they want because it's owned and operated by them and they give access to the law enforcement.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
what's to say that China or Russia can't pay for access
Yeah.
or, create their own personal backdoor and get access?
Yeah, well, I mean, and who's to say that the government's sorry not selling all this information and stuff either? But still, I don't like not having the consent, but at the same time, like Florida and Alabama, are they consensual? Like, what's the thing where you have to ask if you can videotape or something?
Oh, two-party
Uh,
consent.
Is it two party? Is
so
it one?
Alabama is single party, but I am very much of the opinion that a video camera without an operator that I can see is not a party that can consent or not contributing to any meaningful conversation.
Yeah, but whether your opinion matters or not is the question.
Well,
In
so
there.
that's how single party consent works in Alabama. So like if I was having a conversation with you in Alabama, then you or I could record each other without telling the other person. But if Pat was sitting in the corner watching us, Pat's not a participant, so he can't record without informing us. And as far as I'm concerned, that's what a video camera is. It's just a person sitting in the corner nobody's paying attention to.
I thought that you could
Just
just
in the chair.
film. You could film at any time in public. Anybody, anything you want in a single party consent state.
It
Okay, pops.
kind of depends. There is still a certain amount of public recording right,
Is there?
but like, so like, if you're on public property, right?
Yeah, they can tell you to
You,
stop, but they can't do anything about you have already
yeah,
done it
yeah,
without being told to stop.
yeah. So on public property, anybody can record you, and there's nothing you can do about it. But like,
Yeah.
if you're in a fucking Walmart parking lot, somebody can't just walk up and start recording you.
Well,
That's not
they
public property. That's Walmart property.
true, but Walmart would have to press the charges, right? Not you.
True.
So basically, they just have it on a public sidewalk, and all of a sudden, it's just public property recording you. But
yeah, the problem is it can be pointed wherever the heck they want it to be pointed.
True, that's what.
And it can hear a lot better than any person can hear.
I'm not disputing that I don't like it or that it's wrong or anything. I'm disputing whether it's legal or not under our laws because I don't think it is at the moment. But I do think there's something wrong with it, and we need to,
I think currently it depends on exactly how they set it up. If they're not careful, they can set it up in a way that is illegal.
True.
Most of them, while not necessarily illegal due to property laws, would be considered illegal under traffic, not traffic, like roadside infrastructure laws. They don't meet the testing requirements.
Yeah.
That
I'm wondering how. So if we can't
stuff on the side of the road needs.
I'm wondering how they would resolve if we can't sue them for it, like for getting something wrong. Why can they sue us for doing something wrong? Because then what? I mean, what can they do if we just don't pay it? Like that's the thing. It's like it says it's from out of country or whatever, and you just don't pay it. What do they do? Like they can't. At that point, I'm just like,
it's like that would be up to the government.
I don't think it should be. I mean, if we can't countersue, then it's like, well, how can like anything be resolved there?
I mean, they could probably
like small claims court. They don't have it. It's not in our country.
They would probably just sell the debt, like collections,
and make you pay for it. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's the thing is if the debt becomes owned by a collection company that is an American company, then they're capable of coming after you for it. So
I guess that's.
would become like a
But
credit issue. I think. I don't think it would be able to prevent you from getting like a license or anything like that.
well, I'm trying to think. Even if like a collections came after you, and then you went to court to dispute it, like what can they do? Because it's technically like you're like it's not a debt from the United States, and it's not something they can bring me to court for, or I can't even bring them to court for it. So how do you like the collections? I mean, they can't just say I have this debt that does. Like they can, but at the same time, if you dispute it, like it's a debt that doesn't exist essentially.
I mean,
That's a
I don't
weird one.
really know how the law works once you get into that.
I mean, it'll probably ruin your credit. Yeah, your credit and score. And I don't think there's much you can do about that because that's just like a imaginary number that goes into the ether and people put stuff on it somehow. But yeah. Hmm. That's a weird one. Oh well. Do you see Kayson's video of about Vishojo?
No, I have not.
She just released the video a year after leaving Vishojo, is what it's like titled and stuff. So
It's plenty of time to let things cool off, I guess.
yeah, I haven't seen it yet either. So
Yeah, that I. Did you see Kiara do that collab with those two Korean
I saw
VTubers?
clips,
So
and so I
have I. Dublin's the
immediately,
one that told me about it.
yeah, I'm not interested once I see the clips.
No, I wasn't watching the whole thing.
I mean, the thing is like it would be fun to watch if they were actually doing anything, but when it's just a bunch of girls in the room do not messing around, then I'm like, okay, I'm not interested in
Just like
this.
watching it.
Yeah,
Or
like
watching a slumber party.
yeah, I don't watch any of the like Hololive, nothing, no VTubers when it's just them in a room not doing anything. I don't do that. That's just not for me. You know, karaoke or something like that, fine.
Did you see where Mokoko was dissing the song Deadbeats?
Yeah, I saw the clip. She's not dissing it. She's just saying it's
She just said
cringe.
it's kind of cringe.
And it is.
And Callie agreed. Yeah, it is kind of cringe. Thank you.
All right, I think that's it for like catching up on news.
News-ish.
I'm just glad I live in a purple state to where they're gonna, if they bring flock cameras here, they will be trashed immediately. The only good thing about living in a purple state.
In here, they only put them in the two cities that are gonna trash them.
Well, it's because they put them outside of that. They may get shot.
Well, okay, that is fair.
I mean, you can also misfire.
I
My
mean,
bad.
if you
At
put
every
them in the
flock.
cities, the worst they'll do is destroy the camera.
Yeah.
Someone catches you installing it on their street backwoods, yes, you might.
Yeah.
There's one more bit of news.
What's that?
Do you see where they Aru and Kagami asked me to do some DMing for them?
I saw it. Yeah. I can't get into any. I can't even do your D&D, so I can't get in there. I
Right.
saw Ange put something somewhere, but I don't know if it was about that.
Ange.
Yeah, I thought she. Where
I'm checking the Danganronpa crew.
it may not be in there. But yeah, I definitely can't do anything with it. Oh, it's just in general.
Okay.
I don't know what this is. I need access, so I can't see it.
I'm gonna click the link.
Well, it's just a Google Doc, so like it's not a bad link. You're gonna be able
I'm
to
not
do.
saying. I'm just saying. I'm still not clicking the link. I'm just not
Well,
gonna.
no, I'm saying you should, so you can see if you can actually see what's in the doc, because I can't.
But I don't wanna.
Well, if it's
What
for
server
you
did she even put it in?
in Kagami's
It said I
server,
need access, so no, I have to get access from
yeah,
her.
so it's only for. It's probably a character or something.
A private doc.
Yeah. Oh no, she's cheating on me. She's doing it. Private documented in a server that's kind of private that I have access to other than documented.
I had another friend send me the Japanese man astounded by rotisserie chicken at Costco video. That video's making its rounds, I'll tell you.
Mm. Oh, Tectone got married. There you go.
Oh, congratulations, Tecto.
I don't even know who that is. So
Yeah, he's just a straight white male streamer.
with a wife now.
Yes, part of the straight white male part.
Oh, and she's an influencer too. So she she goes to the gym a lot. That's all I see. She's one of those streamers. Okay. Let's see. Is he what's he known for? I don't even know who this is. He's the same age as me. Oh no.
I've actually seen him on the Unsubscribe podcast one time.
Oh, he streams on Rumble. Okay. That tells me a lot.
I mean, he used to stream on Twitch until he got banned like 18 times.
Oh, it's that guy.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, then,
he's had beef with like Denims and stuff, and that one chick. I can't
oh,
remember the name of it.
yes. All right. Good for them.
They're Hassan orbiters. Is the best way I can describe them. And he's had beef with them before.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll move on to the next topic at hand.
Is it another topic?
Yes, some underrated or underappreciated movies.
I got a couple I could think of.
Yeah, this came about because one movie Pavel was gonna watch or did watch, I should say, and I was like, oh, I wonder what he thinks about it. If you're in a server, he has like a whole like movie review page.
Okay. I'm actually not in his server, so I couldn't tell.
Are you not?
No.
Huh. That's weird.
I mean, I've only talked to the guy like 3 times.
I guess that's
Maybe
true.
4.
He does only. He played with me in Cobalt and what do you call it? Counter Strike. So we joined. He joined the server then. But anyways, um, there's this movie. I'll start out. There's this movie called Long Legs. Came out 2024. It's I don't know what. It's not horror. It's psychological something.
A thriller.
Yeah, but it's essentially written and like
It says horror mystery.
yeah, kind of, but it's like it's like acted through and direct. Did he direct it?
Osgood Perkins.
No, let me see. Distributed.
That's the director's Osgood Perkins.
Yeah, yeah, I know that. I'm saying I thought
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I thought Nicolas Cage had a writing part of it, and that's why. Yeah, yeah, because he was only brought on because he's known for doing his doing horror.
Nicolas Cage doesn't get around.
No, Osgood was only brought on because he's good at doing horror. but Nicolas Cage is the one who essentially wrote the story, or not wrote it. I shouldn't say that. He was a big influence on it, but yeah, it's a very like people needed. I think people should have seen it. It would have been it would have been really, I think, a bigger, way bigger movie if people actually went and watched it. But it didn't flop. Like, because when people saw it, they told others about it and saying how good it was. But then, like, I heard about it and I was like, I don't know. And then I watched it on Hulu or a streaming service of some sort, and I was like, okay, I should have watched this in theaters. It was actually decent, and it would have been way better in theater. But I don't know. All that to say, go watch Long Legs. Tell me what you think.
I'll think about it.
It's
I have to
a
figure out where I can watch it at.
Hulu, I believe.
I don't, my Hulu account's currently deactivated. Although I might be
Mine is
might
still
get
up.
it back soon since the new King of the Hill's out.
Mine is still up for 4 more days if you want it. It's on Disney Plus.
I mean, yeah, Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN are all one bundle package now.
Yeah, I don't do that. So
Just saying.
because you can get Disney Plus for like $15, but the bundle package is like 100 and something.
They're all owned by Disney, is my point.
Yeah, but you can still
Yeah,
separate them.
problem is there's never anything on Disney Plus that I want to watch
Right?
for like maybe one thing.
Yeah,
Get a month subscription just to watch this one movie.
but the plot of Long Legs is there's an investigator going to investigate some murders that happened, and just the way everything comes out is
It
very
unraveled me.
strange. And if you look up like there's a picture of Nicolas Cage. If you look that up, that's he's the villain slash victim, I guess, if you want to call it. I don't want
He's
to
the
give too much.
protagonist.
No, it's not about him. It's about the lady who's
Okay.
chasing him around. But he's the guy that she always has to interview and talk to because he knows everything, but at the same
Oh,
time knows nothing. It's
it's kind of
just
like a
you'll
Silence of the Lambs type movie.
yeah, kind of like that. It's like everyone knows this guy did it. Everyone knows this guy, but then at the same time, it's like, well, did he?
You
And
gotta prove it in a court
yeah.
of law.
No. Like it, maybe some supernatural stuff goes on, maybe not. We
Oh
don't know.
shit.
So yeah, it's one of those where he's like just a crazy guy, and everybody knows he's crazy. But they have to talk to him to figure things out. And so it's a good movie. It's one of those where I like this. Whatever people told me to watch. What's that movie I always say I hate with Samuel L. Jackson?
Which one?
The one that's like very popular, Pulp Fiction. Whenever people tell me about Pulp Fiction, I'm like, oh, so it's kind of like this is what I would thought Pulp Fiction would be like, but it's not.
Pulp Fiction is a collection of small stories. Kind of different.
Correct. No, it's the same. Long Legs is the same.
A collection of small stories.
It is technically.
Okay.
Yeah. It's one of the. It's a psychological thriller, but it like instead of going like Pulp Fiction where they do things out of order and stuff like that. It's all in order. It's just you have no idea what's going on until the very end. So it's a fun one. But Pavel, at the same time, our movie takes aren't always the same, but on this one it was. He gave it 5 stars and said, "I don't care what anyone says. I don't give a flying fuck what people say. This movie fucks hard." That's all he put.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
You've heard it here first, folks. This movie fucks.
yeah, it's a. I don't know. It's just very interesting, at least to me. So
That's like a bad
give it a
movie. And
watch.
I don't hate Nicolas Cage as an actor. I think people give that guy a hard time for no reason.
Yeah, I
I'm sure
really like.
he's the same guy in every movie, but he does it very well.
Did you ever watch the movie that's like just about him?
No,
Oh,
I've
it's
heard
so
about it though.
good. It's hilarious. It's one of I love that movie so much. And then
Yeah,
Pedro
Nick Cage plays no role better
than
Nick
himself.
Cage.
Right?
Oh, I gotta say, it was like Pedro Pascal in that movie was amazing as well. So, the unbearable weight of massive talent is
Yeah,
the.
that's the movie. Yeah,
it's so, it was hilarious.
it's
Oh my
ridiculous.
goodness! I need to watch
That's what
that
I love about
again. I need to watch it again now that I thought remembered this. That was the most like realistic like look at an actor on themselves I've ever seen. So, all right. Well, somebody else go. What do we got?
Want me to go first, Cobalt? You got one.
Oh, I don't have anything, dude.
He doesn't watch movies.
This
I
is there.
barely watch movies, and honestly, I hate most movies.
This is an old one. It's kind of people who've seen it love it kind of situation. But if people who haven't never heard of the movie, you ever watch Dreamcatcher?
Wait, repeat that. You turned into a robot for me.
You ever watch Dreamcatcher?
Dreamcatcher. I don't know yet. I have.
It's it's like a sci-fi horror movie.
Oh, okay. I see it, and I have not. I have not seen the movie, but I know of it.
Actually, it's actually really freaking good. But it's kind of one of those movies that back in the day flew under the radar. But the people who have watched it will testify that it's a great movie. Want me to give a little breakdown of some of the stuff that happens in it?
Sure.
Um, More or less, there's I
Oh,
believe it's
Morgan
four,
Freeman's in
maybe
it.
five, maybe yeah. He's actually kind of an antagonist in the movie. You don't see that often.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this four or five friends who grew up together, and as the movie progresses, like you start, they all seem just kind of like average people, but there's something off about all of them. They made friends with this mentally handicapped child as a kid, and somehow he gave them each superpowers. Like they not really like like they can't fly or shit like that, but they can do supernatural things that normal people can't do. And you think that's weird enough as it is. Well, as they get together for their usual retreat where they go hang out like like once a year, just kind of go off with like the cabin and shit. Some kind of fucking quarantine happens, and the government's quarantining off an area because some kind of alien attack, like infecting the area and making people sick. It's just wild how this movie fucking jumps, but it is so fucking good. Like it's well done. Like it just seems like an amalgamation of ideas thrown at the wall and everything kind of stuck.
Yeah, it's Warner
And
Bros.
yes, Morgan Freeman, of course, brings his charisma back as the antagonist. Oh, it's even got Sean William Scott as a little soldier. He just appears in it too for no reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw that movie a long time ago back in the day with my friends, and I was actually pleasantly surprised by how actually entertaining it was.
Mm-hmm. Looks kind of like a Signs style movie almost.
Kind of, yes. It's got some signs, and I haven't really seen signs, but I know about signs.
No, Signs is worth the watch. I don't think it's underrated. Signs is
No,
seen as a
signs
great
is kind of
movie.
like
So
it was very much recognized as a great movie.
yeah. All right. Nothing, Cobalt. Nothing at all.
What's that one
That
movie
I
you?
can think of. What did you say, Pat?
What's that one movie you used to watch that nobody else would ever talk about?
I I didn't watch a lot of like obscure movies, man.
Neither did I. I only got like one or two more in me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't watch a lot of movies as it is.
And even like the more obscure movies I watched were obscure for a reason. Like,
Did you ever watch The Breaks?
no.
I'll get more on that later.
Yeah, one of my favorites that I've talked about before that for some reason like people don't like, and they don't like it because they expected way more than they should have out of it. Um, but it's Tales of Earthsea. It is
Tales of Earth.
by Goro Miyazaki, not Hayao. It's by Goro Miyazaki, his son. And it's a fantasy about, guy and girl. And there's these dragon statues and other things, and dragons. And I don't know, it was a good movie. I loved it as a kid, but for some reason, people didn't enjoy it. And Miyazaki himself said it was trash and
Oof.
wanted his son to never make films again. But I thought it was great.
It came out in 2006. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yep, its budget is 22 million. Box office 75, so it made some money. But yeah, it was critically acclaimed as not good. Even though I thought it was amazing as a kid.
That's
I
good.
place zero faith in critics when it comes to whether a movie's good
Well,
or
I say
not.
critics, but also from, the man himself that prides himself on fantasy movies like that. Mr. Miyazaki. I mean, yeah, it's a 2 out of 5 on Rotten Tomatoes. What is that?
What's the popcorn meter?
Popcorn meter 46.
Okay, yeah. Probably not a great movie, but decent enough then.
Yeah. Yeah, why do there's Rotten Tomato? I get that. Hey, I don't know. Who in the world are even the critics that put it on Rotten Tomatoes like that? But oh well. Got another one, Pat?
I was gonna say I got another anime movie from a similar time period. I'll never stop recommending this movie, even though it never went big. Was Redline, the racing movie?
Redline's good.
It is. It
Which one?
is the people say the plot is kind of almost non-existent. It's just there's a race. He wants to race in it.
Yeah.
There's some character development, and then they race in it. But the animation and everything is just so spectacular. I can't not recommend this movie. If you're a fan of animated stuff and even racing, like over the top racing, this is a very enjoyable movie. I'll
Yeah.
never stop recommending Redline.
I think it's also because when people type it in, it brings up the 2007 live
Hmm.
action one, which is not any good.
Nah, that movie was very mid, mid at best.
I've never even seen that one, so
I've seen like 30 minutes of it. I was just like, meh, I'm gonna go do something else.
yeah. All right. Well,
Then I mean, have you ever seen Nausicaa in the Valley of the Wind?
yeah, that's another Hayao Miyazaki film. I have his whole collection.
I see.
I love his stuff. And I actually really like his son stuff from Up on Poppy Hill. It's an amazing movie.
Can't say I've seen that one.
It's just a love story, so you might not be interested.
Oh no. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a love story. I mean, heck, well, it's not necessarily a love story. I did watch Wolf Children with my niece.
There you go.
She fucking cried, dude. I was like, damn.
Yeah. All right. This is going to be my segment
Oh,
of why I love Liam Neeson. And his movies are amazing, but people, for some reason, don't like them. Like not, of course, not his like well-known ones. So like, there's Taken, of course, everybody loved
Yeah.
Taken or whatnot. The newer one, Naked Gun, was well received because it played well. But no, I'm talking about like The Marksman, The Commuter, The Honest Thief, Unknown, Memory, Ice Road Vengeance.
Wait. I got a question. How,
Uh,
how, many, how many of these movies are him fighting people with guns?
All of them. Walk
The
amongst the tombstones.
the reason
okay,
why I'm
look, I've
bringing that up,
seen some of these, but like, you can't deny like
They're
they're just
amazing.
filler, man.
They're amazing.
they're like every other Jason Statham movie.
No,
Like
this
It's the
they
same
is.
thing over and over
They're
again.
like if Jason Statham had actual
No,
like
not not that way. I mean,
control.
like every Jason Statham movie is the same movie, like
Yeah,
featuring
I
Jason
mean,
Statham.
yeah,
Like
it's like
this is
it's
Liam Neeson. It's
yeah,
every Liam Neeson movie.
yeah. I mean, it's the same.
oh man,
They're all
Y'all forget
good.
he played Ra's al Ghul and Zeus. Jesus.
Yeah.
look, all right, they're not like not entertaining, but like I wouldn't put them as better than your average Bollywood movie.
Oh no, you're okay.
They
That
said it.
that was an insult. An
No,
insult. You cannot watch Memory and not be like absolutely taken back. Be like, this was an amazing movie.
is it as good as Beekeeper?
Yes, way better than Beekeeper. But Memory is one of those that like not many people watched, but then those that did were like, why is this not a bigger movie? This is the one I'll focus on because to me it's his best film. Um, he's I can't give too much away because it's one of those where you don't realize what's going on in the movie till the end because the ending is actually the reveal of why this guy lost his memory. Like that's the whole movie is about him like on a he's on a train or living with somebody and he remembers them and he remembers like small details, but he completely forgets everything else. And so the whole thing is him, meeting with doctors, meeting with other people, FBI showing up and talking to him and trying to get information out of him. And he has no memory. And so, but then in the end, you realize why all these people are showing up and asking him questions. And it's a great
Total
movie.
Recall.
Yeah, but but also he just happens to be like amazing with a gun and stuff.
Well, the reason I even mentioned that is because there was a very funny controversy a while back regarding him because I mean the guy's a popular star from Britain. He came out apparently vehemently against like for gun control and against gun ownership. But every movie that he had like he stars in, he's using guns against people. It's like
Yeah,
just kind of ironic, is what I'm saying.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't care.
Yeah, I know.
It
I'm
was
just saying, it's kind
amazing.
of funny. It's like I'm against people to be able to use and have guns. Every movie he's known for, he uses guns.
I didn't even. I guess I should watch Delta Force again. He was in Delta Force with Chuck Norris.
Delta Force. No, I'm just kidding. Delta Force is good.
It was a great movie.
There is a Delta Force movie.
I don't care about that one. Delta Force was amazing.
Hmm.
But yeah, all of Liam Neeson's movies, I absolutely enjoy them, unless they're. I'm not like his dialogue movies are okay, but I would rather just watch him, go and shoot up some people. But yeah, I highly recommend Memory for anybody that wants to see it. The Gray was good too. He doesn't have a gun in that one. He's just a survival guy. Or he has a gun at the beginning, but that one he's fighting off wolves. So amazing actor.
Okay.
You got any more?
Yeah.
What you got?
As somebody who likes, movies like Jaws and those kind of animal attack movies, there's one that I saw a while back called Rogue that was really good. It's about takes place in Australia. It's about a saltwater crocodile. And like Jaws, you don't actually see the crocodile for most of the movie. It's just there taking people out, and you don't really see it a lot until the towards the end, just like the Jaws movie. So I actually thought it was a really good movie for than your average big creature killing people movie. Had some good
Mhm.
suspense to it.
There you go. Nice.
I mean, along those lines, Primeval is also a good movie. It's about the crocodile Gustav in the in Africa,
Mm-hmm.
loosely based off of the events around Gustav. That's obviously it's a fictional movie, but based off of a real crocodile.
Yeah. Have y'all seen? It's an Adam Driver movie, but 65.
Can't say I have.
I'm surprised. I think you would really like this one, Pat. This is Adam Driver.
65 million years ago.
Yep. A
I mean,
prehistoric Earth had a visitor.
I see a T Rex skull in the background, so I'm figuring that's the case.
Yep. On the planet of Somaris, a space pilot, Mills is convinced by his wife to take a 2-year space expedition to earn money. Anyways, he goes to Earth where, of course, the dinosaurs are living and he has to survive.
Um,
Yeah.
I recently watched Primitive War too. It came out, I think, either this year or I think it came out this year or last year, one or the other. But it was actually pretty good too. It did go in theaters for a bit. Wasn't exactly like a breakout success, but it was a pretty good movie. I
Mm.
really enjoyed like the designs and the CGI on the dinosaurs is actually really fucking good. It was great as far as that regard. There are some things that you kind of like, eh, that doesn't really make sense to it, but overall, it's a good movie. You got Vietnam soldiers dealing with fucking dinosaurs because of a Russian experiment. Gonna be a
Mm-hmm.
sci-fi blast. Them darn Russians.
Always. Well, we're going to end it there.
I
We
mean,
got
I don't
more.
really have anything that pops out at me. I did mention earlier to Cobalt. They got that. I mentioned that this movie, The Breaks. It was. I don't even know if I call it a B movie, but it was like this. It was like this B movie comedy back in the '90s. It featured a supporting actor from the Wayans Brothers TV show and a supporting actor from fucking Martin Lawrence the Martin TV show and one of the supporting actors from All in the Family. So it's like a bunch of like B list and celebrities did a movie where the main character is an Irish dude who was raised in Compton, and it was raunchy, weird. It was goofy as hell. They parodied a lot of stuff, but I watched it too much when I was younger. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, I could go on and on about movies I watched when I was a kid that I think are
I
great,
watched this
but
when I
no
was a
one.
kid. That movie was too
Well,
bad to watch as a kid.
no, I meant like that. I'm just saying overall that I can
Yeah,
say that I love, but no one else likes at all. So,
I'm sure there's a couple.
oh yeah, like the Homeward Bound series, like those were.
Oh, I watched Homeward Bound too much.
I loved Homeward
That-
Bound.
That's another one we had on VHS. I watched too many times.
Yeah, the Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen
Ugh,
movies.
there are
We
so
watched
many of
those.
those movies.
They were good. They were decent.
Eh,
Lots of Barbie movies that were actually good. Uh, yeah, I'm not going to torture anybody with that.
Yeah,
So,
I'm gotta disagree with those Barbie movies. I never watched those. No, sir.
I suggest watching the Three Musketeers, Barbie Three Musketeers, and you
Oh
might
dear.
change your mind. You might
I'll keep
just
that in
change
mind.
your mind.
Does it have 90s like Transformers Beast Wars level CGI?
What? No,
You
it's
ever
just
watch
Barbie.
Transformers Beast Wars?
Maybe, but like it's
Like the CGI on that show was, ugh. Like I found the show entertaining, but the CGI was painful, and it's probably got that
no,
same
no, no.
CGI.
It's not that
Mhm.
bad. Not that bad.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, it's all the same. It's all made by Universal. The Barbie movies are. It's not so they wouldn't have like horrible CGI. But nowadays they're all like way too. I don't know what the word is. Poppy. I don't know. I can't do it anymore. But the old ones were good. Um. All right. Well, hot take of the week that I think y'all are going to agree with, but I don't think very many other people will. That slavery is alive and well. It's called entitlement. Um,
I wouldn't call it slavery, but it is a problem.
I think I mean, to be honest, I'm going to be completely honest. This came on from watching recently just as my only entertainment when I'm driving around or doing stuff. I just turn on Caleb Hammer.
Ah, yeah. He gets
But
some wild people in that show.
he does, but like just the sense of entitlement, I just can't any like it's dumb. Like and that's what people are complaining about nowadays. And like they were only on a couple months ago, so I know that's like still it's there's talking about 2026 how they can't afford anything, and then he goes over their finances and it's like half of it is eating out at like McDonald's. And like even if they did,
DoorDash.
even though they yeah, I to this day I can never understand how DoorDash or Uber or any of those places make money with how much they charge on top. But people are
I mean,
just
they grew in popularity because of COVID, and now they're just still in business even though COVID's over with.
I, I don't even understand that. You could still go to the grocery store when COVID was going on. I was an essential employee. I had to go to work.
Yeah, same. Except I wasn't doing your job. I was doing something else.
I don't fucking want to hear
What do you want to
it.
hear?
I was in the middle of the goddamn ocean.
He could go home if he
He
wanted
was he was
to.
so
I
you
wasn't
you
I
were
wasn't supposed to be there.
why weren't you supposed to be there? I thought that's where you were on you're a guy that goes on ships.
Well, I was supposed to be on shore duty at that point, but
Oh, but they wouldn't let y'all back because of COVID.
well, they wouldn't let my placement show up because of COVID.
That's okay. That is dumb. What year?
That was 2020.
I guess. No, that's weird. I would think that. Well, maybe he was just taking precautions, but I would think that Trump would just let y'all back on, but because he would
Well,
have
I
still
mean,
been in office at least till the end of the year.
it was he's when did he
He
go
left
off?
2021. I mean, that's what they January 6, 2021.
Hmm.
Remember
I thought it's
D
actually
Day,
January
D Day.
20th. The new guy doesn't take over until January 20th. January 6th is
Oh,
just when the
but
parade
that's
goes.
when they stormed the Capitol. Remember D Day,
Yeah,
January
but
6th.
it wasn't his last day though. That's what I'm
I
saying.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Let me have the joke, Pat. Let me have the joke.
Oh, you have to be technically correct, or it's the
No,
worst.
no.
But No, I mean the Caleb Hammer stuff, man. The only thing I've seen worse than what people seeming entitled is the fucking child support court stuff. Like both, I've seen people on both of those that are just so ridiculous. Like this has to be like some Jerry Springer kind of stage shit. Ain't no way. And my God, it's real.
I don't know. The child support stuff seems so strange to me. I'm like,
Some of it is like it's
yeah,
very bad. Like the one that always got me. I was like, this no way this is fucking real. This man was paying a woman child support when he has the kids the majority of the time.
yeah,
And so when he asked the judge for a break, the judge will start talking to the lady about how much money she makes, and she's like, "Oh, I make this, 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 and that."
yeah.
And the
She
judge is like,
makes
"Oh,
like a
good,
ton of
cool."
money, and
Yeah,
then
she was a real estate agent, and so she's like, "All right, well now you're gonna start paying child support since he's taking care of the kids." And the
and
funniest
then
part was, lady goes, "Well, what if I take him to their classes he wants? Because part of the reason he was doing all that, he wanted to pay for tutoring classes so they get better in school." And she was like, "Ma'am, you're supposed to be taking them there anyway. You shouldn't have to get a reduction in your pay for that. Like, come on." And
is that the same lady who's like, well, after she heard the amount, she's like, that's more than he was paying for me.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's the same lady. Yeah.
yeah, that's crazy.
Judge was buttering up like, oh yeah, you got a nice bag there. Like, oh yeah, I paid him money. Oh yeah, cool. Like,
Yeah,
how much you make again? And she just walked right into it. It's like,
but
ain't no way this is fucking real.
yeah, but this is one thing, and this will like maybe Cobalt might have a little bit more insight to things than we do. But this came up like the hot take came up. I haven't said anything. I'm probably not going to because she doesn't work with us anymore, and stuff. But I had a coworker who started getting like really bad, like, and I'm not trying to downplay or anything. I guess it was like Charlie Horse style, like cramps
Ooh,
and stuff in her legs, or really bad shin splints.
my
And
condolences.
well, yeah, but she's like 23. She works out.
Maybe she's got a condition.
Well, but she works out, and that's what it's from. Is her pushing too hard for? Well, I can't say that. She might have a condition of some sort, but she's working out and going hard when she does. But the reason she was doing that was originally she wanted to get into police work, being a police
No,
officer. She was in the police academy and everything,
it is
and
very
so
physically demanding.
yeah, yeah. And then they didn't call her back and basically rejected her. And then so she signed up for the military. So you can kind of see where I said Cobalt might have a little bit more insight in this one. But
Hmm.
they're basically at least somebody she's talking to. I don't know if it's the recruiter, I don't know who it is, was basically saying because of this, she may be able to get into the military, go through the training, and as long as she completes it and like gets through everything, she could get disability for it.
Oh shit.
Even though this is all happening before she even enters the military.
Okay, so that sounds to me like she's got a recruiter that's, as we like to say, talking out his ass.
Hmm.
He's basically telling her to lie to the military and hope she gets away
I
Well,
mean,
I mean, at the
I've heard.
same time, it's not like lying. Like, as far as I know, the reason, the real, I mean, she doesn't have a condition, but she was injured beforehand, and then was like, she went through rehab, and they keep saying that she's fine now. So, like, I don't know what, like I said, I don't know any of that. Like, I don't know her full situation. I'm not going to talk on that. But the reason I say that brought up a lot with Caleb Hammers because every time he has somebody that's from disability out of the military, it's like they've only been in the military for like a year and a half, and they got disability, and then they were also disabled. Technically, what happened was before they even entered the military. But to me, that's just like, why go into this? I don't know. It's an entitlement thing of like, oh, well, I deserve it, or well, I can, it's because I can do something, or I don't know. It's to me horrible people going into that and then having us pay for it, the taxpayers.
Because, like, technically, you're supposed to inform them when you join that you have a pre-existing that, and by it getting put in your medical record, it would severely reduce, if not eliminate, any stability you would get from it.
Yeah, so that's the spot where, at least in this instance, it's probably the injury or whatever it was is on her medical record because she had to get therapy for it. But from my understanding, is she's released from that now. Like they said, she's good. So I don't know. That would probably get wiped from her from saying that she's all good to go.
Well, that's the thing. The military doesn't pull your medical records from anywhere. They don't have access to that. So they only know,
which I kind of disagree with,
what you tell them. And on top of that, they aren't, if it's not a physical problem right now, and sure, you can get away with it because odds are they won't find it. Go to like the military doctor to get checked out. So it's more of a, can you make it your entire time in without someone discovering that you had a pre-existing told the military about. But you also need to somehow gain that condition while you're in the military, and it look like it's not a pre-existing condition that you had for forever.
Yeah. So my thinking is she'll go through basic and be like, "Oh, the military caused this." But
yeah, it's a risky move, to say the least.
I know it's not like any recruiter ever has just said what they need to get somebody to sign up for the military. I mean,
yeah, I mean that's why I'm saying her recruiter's just talking out his ass to get her to sign up.
Oh yeah,
that's 100% what his game plan is.
as long as they get her to sign up, that's all that matters.
Once she signs the paper, she's not my problem.
He's got some tickets to fill, huh?
It's just a thing. They got quotas they need to meet, and anybody who's willing to sign up, they'll say what they got to get them to do it.
Yeah, so have they just been failing quotas over the years?
It does get harder and harder to get people that actually meet requirements to join. As you may or may not have noticed, many children days are heavily medicated by their parents in ways that would preclude them from being eligible for militaries.
Yeah. So, yeah. What do you mean you can't go to the military on Adderall? What's wrong with you?
Yeah. I mean, well, for the Navy, you can't be on like literally any medication that you have to take regularly.
That makes sense.
Because it turns out they can't guarantee that they'll get you medication in the middle.
What?
Stay so low.
So they're just like, you know what? We don't want to take the risk that we won't be able to get someone.
How dare they? They
So
should
we
take
just won't
anybody
let
and
you.
everybody. They should take anyone and everyone and then give them disability if they need it.
A disability, dude. My knee's like triple the size of what a knee should be.
Mhm.
Why don't you go for
I can't be bothered.
it? You also, no, I think you
That's so much.
make a bit of money too, so that's a bit. You don't
Yeah, I mean, there's also
necessarily need
that.
it.
I'm not. I don't really need it.
So, all right. Well,
So
but
entitlement.
yeah. So basically, entitlement is the new slavery to me. It's the new.
Uh,
I know when I say that, I mean it's like the boogeyman, the thing that everyone can claim um, as
they
a
only they only have problems because their entitlement got them
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, like, especially when I watch Caleb Hammer, and they're literally like, oh yeah, I had these problems before I got in the military, but since I was in the military for 2 years, I claimed it during that time or whatever. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And then he like chews them out for doing that. That's the fun part, but
Yeah, he gets very verbose with the people
and
that
he's
he's
like,
talking to.
every time, can there not be just one person who actually needs disability from the military and it's actually like real? But everyone that goes on his show is like, oh, I just have depression or I have PTSD, and he's like, they give PTSD to people that dropped a purse. But oh well. I always think I like his rants,
Yeah.
especially since he's not like right wing, but now he's slowly becoming right wing.
I don't even think he's slowly becoming right wing. The dude's just he keeps dealing with people who aren't right wing, and he ain't challenging them makes him look right wing.
Mm,
Like there's times where I saw one where he's talking to this person, and he literally just like, all right, I hear you, but there's no like, can you show me evidence supporting what you're saying? Like there's none proving that what you're saying actually happened, and all they can just say is like, no, it happened. Like, yeah, but where's the proof? Like that, I get that you're saying this has happened, and there's people
yeah.
saying it, but nobody's shown me proof that this has happened, and that makes him look right wing.
Yeah, and then every time he brings on like a right wing person, it's always somebody that like watches Candace Owens, and I'm just like, well,
Oh Lord,
that just throws out their
a
whole.
different kind of
It's like
insufferable there. Huh?
it's like they're not even right wing at that point. They're just all far completely gone.
There's something. All right, they're definitely something.
Yeah, and then there's like no normal people, but I guess that's like what you kind of expect out of a show where he interviews the people with like the worst financial. I don't know how people get into that. Like that's just crazy. And then he
Oh,
goes
there's
through
this
it. Well, but then he goes through it, and it's literally just if they just stopped eating out
That's
or
not.
getting
That's the,
DoorDash, it would have been fine.
one of the ones of his I saw a lot of because I don't really watch him that much. Partly because people, besides the people who bring on are kind of insufferable. He's kind of like hard to listen to, in my opinion, sometimes. But
I don't
this one he
mind.
had
Yeah,
on with this Hispanic couple, and like they're literally like already thousands in debt, but they're making plans to like take trips to Florida and shit,
yeah,
and like
yeah,
doing
yeah,
things. I'm like, how you literally have an entire family taken care of, and you're literally creating more debt for something that's not gonna at least grow your net worth. What the fuck are you doing?
yeah. Like a
You're
guy.
not an adult.
Yeah, I mean it's just strange. Like, and we talk. Like I'm pretty open when it comes to my finances, especially here. That's because I don't. I kind of don't mind people knowing because then they can be like, well, if this, backwoods Oklahoma guy can go up to Pennsylvania, work at a grocery store, and still provide a house, paying on a car, and Like,
They're gonna be like, "Well, you had help."
yeah, I had help doing nothing of this. Like my
Nah, you had somebody had to help you.
what my wife, the one that I'm living with, yeah, probably,
Did
but
anybody help you
but
get your job?
no, we were.
Liar.
Well, I mean that's the one place you can say maybe, but I
I was
actually
actually
quit
joking
it.
about that.
Yeah, I actually quit the job, went and got a different job, and then they asked me to come back. So it's not it's not yeah, they wouldn't
Leave
have asked me
Okami.
to come back if it wasn't I wasn't good at it. But I had a job of by driving in Pittsburgh, and I could have made
I
more
know.
money off of that. But
He's got tiresome, didn't it?
no, I didn't mind the job. What I didn't like was the dispatch. So
Oh no, trust me. If you ask any one of my coworkers how they feel about our quote unquote dispatch, they can have some colorful language about that.
no, no, like I don't mind. I didn't mind the dispatch. They just were not like we'd be.
Good.
I mean, you're out in the field.
Yeah.
You know how the road is. You know
Yeah.
where everything is. They do too. So I will say the one guy I had beef with was used to be a driver, so he knows all this too. But he would just throw random stuff on me, even though there was another person who could have taken it.
Yeah. That's
And
exactly
that
what
was
I'm
my
complaining
problem.
about. And then some.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean you and me kind of got that except for I'm hauling people, not hauling things. So,
No,
it's a
I'm bringing
bit
stuff to people, so I
you,
am taking things to people's
well
locations.
no, what I'm saying is I have to get people the doctor's appointments and
I
then I
know.
see another person added to my manifest and I'm like, "All right, how am I supposed to get this person over here in 30 minutes because their doctor's appointment starts in 30 minutes?" By the time I go and pick this person up at the same time, and he's like, "Well, I can they be late by a little?" And I'm like, "I'll ask." And then I get off the intercom. Hey, can you be late by a couple minutes? And
You,
sometimes they'll be like, "Oh yeah, my doctor's appointment's not for another actual hour. We just set it up for this." I'll be like, "Okay, okay, thank you." But then a lot of times I was like, "Sorry, no, we can't." And I'd be like, "I'm sorry. They said that it actually starts at this time." And then he'd take it off me immediately, and because he had somebody else. And I was like, "Why didn't you just put it on?" Like
like
when I call in, you know that I'm calling in because there's a problem, not because
like
I hate talking to them.
as far as time frames go, we get what's called emergency orders. Like
Yeah,
they could be a hospital discharge, it could be somebody that has respiratory. The general, because you have 3 hours to get there, so that way that's because that's what our
what?
contract states. Because if say I was already helping another patient, I can't get there in an hour, especially if
I
it's in
mean, that
another
makes
city.
sense. Yeah,
Yeah, so that's why they say in our contract we have 3 hours to get there, and that could supposed to a lot for me finishing up other orders, having to go get equipment that's needed for the order and stuff like that. And
yeah.
we have times where there's other drivers available, but I'll have a timed order where I have to be at a place by like in like an hour and a half, but then I get an emergency order which I have to now be in 3 hours, and then I have to go load it for. It's like, but there's another guy at the warehouse. One of the funniest examples of this is a couple weeks ago, me and a coworker, and we were the last two guys on shift of the day. In fact, I think our third guy might have been off that day. He was in a city 45 minutes north of where I was at. I had just finished a stop in the city that I was currently in. I was about to head back to my warehouse. I get an order for the city he's in that's a stat emergency and it's stuff that we would normally have in our truck. He gets an order for the city I'm in that's a stat emergency and I have everything for it on my truck. So I call him like, dude, how you looking? Like you got any more? He's like, yeah, I just got a stat in the city, blah blah blah. Like, oh, I'm in that city. What about you? I just got an order for. Are you in? Yeah, I'm up there too. I got all that in my truck. We both send an email simultaneously. Hey, can you move this to the other guy because he's in that city already and he already has the equipment for it on his truck instead of make us have to cross zones and shit. Oh,
Yeah.
it's shit like this. Like, and they can see on an active map where we're located at. They could see that I was literally 10 minutes from where this order was at, and he was 10 minutes from where that order was at, and they still swapped it up for whatever fucking reason. That's it. We get
Yeah.
those headaches too. Is all I'm saying.
No, that's the stuff I ran into. Like
Oh yeah.
one day their computers were down, and they would blame like they wouldn't. I shouldn't say that. They don't blame us for stuff, but then like they didn't say anything to me, and I was like, hey, I got on the intercom. I was like, hey, and note that if you get on the intercom, not just the dispatch can hear me, all the other drivers can. And so they never want us to say anything against the dispatch on there. And I was like, hey, I have this pickup, and I have this other person, but we're an hour behind, literally an hour behind at this point because everything's down. Can't they can't figure out where anybody is because they don't have the live map anymore. Um, and then I say, are we sure this person even needs to be picked up? It says their appointment was 30 minutes ago, and I'm still not there to pick them up. Like, I was supposed to already have them dropped off 30 minutes ago, and I still haven't got to their apartment. So, and they were like,
Yeah.
we don't know. Our system's down. I was like, okay, did you call? They were like, yeah, we called. They didn't answer. I said, okay, I'll go that way. But note that the rest of my manifests, I'm out. Like, I'm done outside of that. Like, I was supposed to be off like an hour ago, and I said I can't do anymore after this person, and they called me on my actual cell phone. I was like, you can't say that, and I was like, what do you mean?
I just did.
Like what I just did. Two,
No.
like you have no choice. Like once somebody's done working in this, we're done. We don't go on for the day just because you want us to. Once we say we're done, we're done. Like that's not how the driving works for us because we're done by 12. You can only work up to, I think it's 10 hours before the government steps in and says we can't work anymore. But then they were like, okay, well, what do you have on your? And I was like, I told them my whole schedule. And they're like, oh, you don't have this pickup anymore. We put that on somebody else. They've already got them. And I was like, and when were you going to tell me that through like that one? I was like, when? At what point were you going to ever say anything to me? And that would have like changed everything. Like,
We we've had orders where like I told my coworker like, look, either we've had go vice versa where I was like, look, I'll go do the delivery. I will send you the numbers for the items I deliver and then tell you who confirmed the delivery so you can close the ticket because I'm tired of waiting for them to get this right. Like
yeah,
it's been that bad before. It's like we'll just communicate amongst each other to get this done right because we can't rely on them to get it done.
yeah. But yeah, so stuff like that, it's dumb. But that's all to say, like, even the people I picked up who like are getting it for free and stuff in the inner cities, especially, they're like, I don't know why they're so entitled. Like, there's no point to be. Like, I'm 10 minutes late to your pickup, and they're moaning, crying, whatever. Old lady needs to get to her dialysis that she's going to be there for 8 hours for. So it's like she just goes there and sleeps, which I get it. It's probably, can be a very tiring thing. I'm not saying anything against, having to go through that or anything. But her appointment for the dialysis isn't even for like another hour. Like, why are you such in a rush to get to something that, like, and how we, like, they all know how we are when we're on the road. It's like I just don't understand it. It's even old people nowadays are entitled, which is strange.
I get a few patients like that every now and then. Not necessarily the patient, but the family where they're they expect us to be on top of things like immediately, like like again, I could be in a city an hour away, and they're like, "Why weren't you here 30 minutes ago?" I was like, It took me that long to drive here. I'm sorry." Like it's very
Yeah.
rare, but we do get those like every now and then. But most people are very
I
like,
or
"Oh yeah, come by whenever. It's no big deal."
I ordered this 2 days ago. Where were you?
Now the one that messes me up on that is we do get those two where like sometimes orders do get lost in translation because we're contracted with a bunch of different companies, and that company model like got delayed sending stuff over. They had to wait for approval, insurance
Mm-hmm.
stuff. But then we also get times where like nobody informed us, like a patient passed and we need to go pick up the equipment. Like one that really got me, a lady who lives actually pretty close to me. I delivered equipment for her brother to move in with her because she was going to take care of him in
Yeah.
his last days. Well, he passed away before he made it to her house, and
Oof.
I didn't get the pickup for 2 weeks. I finally get there. She said, "Yeah, he never made it home." So she'd been sitting in there with an empty bed and all that equipment in her living room for the last 2 weeks for her brother that never made it to her house. I'm like, man, so who dropped the ball on this one? Somebody needs to
Yeah.
pay for this. That broke my heart hearing that.
Yeah. She gets that all set up, and then he doesn't even get. Oh.
Yeah, it didn't even make. And then she has to
Oof.
stare at an empty bed for 2 weeks,
Yeah.
thinking about her brother. It's like, man, that hurts.
Yeah. That'd be pretty bad. With I don't know. I just don't. What it. But this is all to say the reason I keep calling it like you know the slavery thing is because that's just like it's
A
what
mental
people
mindset.
yeah it's
You
a
entrap yourself.
they're yeah they're like I feel like people like this have always been around, but at the same time it is like way too prevalent in our
Well, now it's content. Back in the
yeah
day, it was something you heard about. Now it's something you watch reviews on YouTube.
yeah I don't know it's just it's so like example from my work this past week lady called um talked to one of my managers that about an order. He told her one price for the order, $5.99 for an item, and she's like, oh, okay, okay. And then she asked him about a bunch of other stuff, like a ton. Like you wouldn't believe all the stuff she asked about. Because we do hot foods, we do cold foods, we do just about everything. So he told her an order, a price for what essentially is a 6-inch sub, a thing of chips, and a cookie, and that's all that comes with it, and it's $5.99. And we'll do this, we'll do hundreds of them or whatever for people. And then she asked him about like chicken tender wraps, where my mom or whoever's doing hot foods cooks the chicken tenders, fries them up, everything, and then we get lettuce, tomato. We get a tortilla and wrap it. We make it all nice. Asked about potato salad, macaroni salad, all this, just a bunch of other stuff, like a whole catering menu style. And then she says, "Okay, well, I'm not ready to order yet. I'll call you this day." So then we wait. She does call. I answer the phone this time. I talk to her. She's like, oh, okay, I think we're ready, to look at some things. And I'm like, okay. I said, what are you looking at? And she's like, well, we're looking at the sandwich, the bag of chips and cookie and stuff. And I said, okay, well, if you go through, we have a different thing called our fundraisers. It'll be cheaper for you. I said, or you can get it through us and it's $7. Because she wanted, like, I was saying you could get drinks and other things like that. I was like, and then all of a sudden she's like, okay, let me think about that. I'll get the orders and then I'll send them in on this date. So that's two people she's talked to, and then she calls back another date. My mom answers her this time, and she starts going off about how she wants all these, the chicken tender wraps, all the potato salad, and all this. stuff like individual for people. They're like, okay, well that's gonna run you like $8-9 for if you want like these sides and all that for everyone. And she's like, and she flips out on my mom
Tell her the
because she
price.
was told $5.99 way back at the original start when all she got was a cookie, a sub, and a bag of chips. That's all that was promised back then for that. But she flipped out, absolutely, like, was called the owner of the store, called the customer service, was complaining about my mom, sent a horrible email about my mom to the store owner and stuff. Like, and now the store owner, to smooth things over, is giving her what she ordered for
Man,
four
that's
ninety nine. Yeah, and it's for a marching band fundraiser like thing. We're like, yeah, like, so that's one of those things where I'm just like, this is what like worst people to ever work with. We're gonna be losing money off of it. Like the store's not making anything, and she complains that y'all are just trying to take advantage of a school marching band. And she's like, I had already gotten it approved with our board for this amount, and then y'all are changing the amount. And it's like, well, no, you never asked for the amount on anything. We told you the amount for one little dinner pack thing because that's the only thing you asked for at the time. But
it's like there's a scam that people do with mechanics where they'll tell them they'll wait till they're done, like 60-70% done with the job they asked the mechanic to do. Like, hey, I need you to stop. I found a place that'll do it cheaper, and hoping the mechanical match their price so they could just finish the job. And if the mechanic says no, I'm already mostly done with the job or finishing up, they throw a fit
yeah,
to make them say undo it. Like, you want me to take the oil out of your car, or you want me to take the brake disc off your car? Like, are you ridiculous?
yeah.
But there's ways mechanics can combat. Like, they could actually put a mechanic's lien against the vehicle and make it somebody, you know, that's something
I
different they might
mean,
get into. But yeah,
just take
that's
the
what it
thing
reminds
off and
me
say,
of.
all right, try and drive it out of here.
That's the same thing. It's just like it reminds me of. It's like, oh well, we're
Yeah,
this is not what I was told at the beginning, or I found a better deal somewhere. You better match it. No.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't. Why? Like, I get trying to get cheaper prices and things.
Yeah.
I don't get like completely lying about being told stuff. Like, one, each of us were present for each conversation, so we all knew what she was talking about, what was said, and everything. So it's not like anyone was out of the loop and told her something different completely. No, we all work in the same place. We're all there when she called all 3 times. It's like, and then my mom sent a breakdown of how much essentially the owner's going to be losing for taking this order. So hopefully this lady gets blacklisted from ever ordering from the store again.
I can only hope so.
But yeah, because she made it sound like we like completely duped her and like told
Yeah,
her a
y'all
price, and
clobbered.
it's like, no, we told you the price of one thing that you asked for. You asked for that price, and you didn't ask for the price of anything else because you weren't sure if you were getting it yet. And it's like, that's not our fault.
Oh,
And
there's
I,
plenty of people who are there. Like, 'cause, again, she threw your mom under the bus. She like put
oh
her
yeah,
at risk for a credit. There's plenty of people who just to self-serve themselves are willing to actually mess up somebody else's situation or life. Like,
yeah,
it's kind of disgusting.
yeah. But that's, and they're just a slave to themselves at that point, and selfishness. I don't know. I don't.
Entitlement.
I just don't understand. Like, why do people have to play it off like we're like cheating them?
It's
That's the
it's just the
crazy
tactic,
part.
man. It's they probably don't even fucking mean it. It's just the tactic they use.
Yeah,
Because if they're gonna find that one place that's gonna back down and give them what they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very rare that I have issues like
I will
that.
say it
But
is more
I've
prevalent up here. I have encountered way more people up here like that than I have in the South.
Oh, I don't deal with a business
I
where like
mean,
people get paid me. I'm strictly like contracting leases, so I don't even deal with that shit.
Yeah.
yeah, on the one hand, like I don't handle the pricing and like contracts
Yeah.
stuff, but I have shown up to sites before where they're like, "Hey, I bought this thing or whatever. Can you just install it during the maintenance?" And it's like they bought an entire new set of 40 batteries that's going to take me like 5 hours to install or 6 hours to install.
But they bought it,
Like,
Dang.
well,
Cobalt.
no.
They bought it,
Uh,
Cobalt.
yeah, but labor prices,
They
dude.
got it for you, though.
See, the thing is, he doesn't know that he's supposed to install it for free. Like, just they pay for the battery. That's the main thing. That his labor just
Oh,
shouldn't
come
cost
on. It
anything
only takes him like 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, it's just installing
per
a battery.
battery.
Uh, I mean, it's like a minute or two a battery, which isn't insane. But
When you got 200 of them, though.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a ride along with Cobalt one day and see what he does for a living.
it it still, yeah, it still ultimately comes out to what for my company would be they're probably charging like $100 an hour minimum for my labors. So you're still looking at close to $500 to $1,000. They would
Yeah.
be trying to worm their way out of paying.
Yeah.
It's like,
That re- that reminds me, I didn't tell Okami about what I told you about my vehicle updating. Sorry to kind of cut you off, but if you want to finish, Cobalt, I'll let you finish first.
nah, I'm good. Oh,
Fucking, I got a new van. All right, it's like got touchscreen, all kinds of like integrated shit in it. It's
Oh, he's fancy
ridiculous.
now.
Yeah, right. I just hit 5,000 miles in the thing. It's that new. Um, and I got a message today. It said that your van software needs updating. Please schedule a time for updates. Your van it'll take anywhere between 5 minutes to 3 hours, and your van will not be available for use in that time.
So you
Like,
take it back to the warehouse and click start.
no, I set the update at 1 a.m. So
Okay.
tomorrow night at 1 a.m. I'll be unavailable. I can't do it while I'm on call because 1 a.m. rolls around. Not my luck. Here comes an on call order.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? I'm stuck for 3 hours. Son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
They offered me like the new van and stuff when I was driving, but
Oh,
it held an extra wheelchair, and I was like, no.
don't need.
I think I'll stick with what I got. I could get 3 in this one. I don't need to add a fourth wheelchair to go pick up. And they're like, oh, but you could look how much more you could do. I'm like, yeah, that's the that's the whole reason. Like,
The best thing about this van is it does have a little more horizontal, like floor room to store stuff in, so it does give me a little bit more of that. But I can actually stand up straight, and this thing is so tall. It doesn't
nice.
really help a ton when it with storage, except for the fact I can, stack things a little higher. But I can only secure things to a certain height. But the fact that I don't have to bend over to get in this thing is saving so nice. Oh,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
every now and then I'll have a customer that has paid for me to be there as like part of something else that they have going on. And I'm just like, I don't even know why you're paying for this. Like, why am I here?
hmm.
Like the freaking they'll have battery maintenance guys doing work, so they pay for me to show up to open the battery breaker and close the battery breaker when they're done. Like,
Like they don't want to pay your company for the work, but they want to pay for you to just have the insurance essentially.
well, no, so like the battery company does batteries a little differently than we do, and they prefer them for batteries, and they prefer us for the unit because that company doesn't offer maintenance on the unit. They only do battery.
I see.
And they will like pay for me to show up when the battery guys do and stay there the entire time they're doing their maintenance. Like my maintenance will take me 5 minutes to half an hour and then I'm done, but the battery guys are going to take 4 hours.
Yeah.
They've got this super long checklist they're running through, and they need the battery breaker open for the whole checklist. But they aren't comfortable with closing the battery breaker themselves, and the battery guys don't own didn't like take control of the battery breaker or whatever. It's not covered under the contract, so they're not allowed to operate it. So I have to show up and wait for their 4 hours of work to be done to close the breaker for them when they're done. Like I do half an hour of work and then I sit around and read on my phone for 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Which is like the strangest thing I think I've ever done for a job.
Need to get like Slay the Spire on your phone or something. Do some runs.
If there's a phone that could be a game to be on the phone, Slay the Spire would qualify.
Yeah, my friend has an emulator for it and plays it a lot when we're doing deliveries. I'm driving, so he just sits there and plays on his phone. But yeah, it's crazy the entitlement nowadays. I mean, even
It's
just
the most like frustrating job I ever had though. Like repair jobs are kind of iffy because the only way I'm allowed to leave during a repair job is if the problem is fixed and the customer agrees that it's fixed, or the parts have been ordered
and you can't do anything that day.
and I can't do anything else until the parts get there.
Yeah.
Or the customer doesn't think the problem's fixed, but the rest of it is their job and not mine. And I call my boss and get buy off to leave.
Okay.
So I had a job where they had an issue that's like 90% IT, 10% chance it has anything to do with me. There's only one thing I can do to fix the issue. So I show up, do that one thing, and then I'm like, all right, I've done my thing. Your IT guys need to make sure that this gets set up the rest of the way. Because I'm not qualified to do that. I don't know how to do that. I'm not an IT.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, you're not allowed to leave until this thing's working. I mean, there's nothing else that I'm going to do to get it working. Like, your IT guy just needs to do it.
Yeah. So you haven't had to stay ever for an IT guy and just sit there?
Oh, that's what I wound up having to do. I sat there for hours and I'm like answering his questions to the best I can while reminding him, like, I don't know how your network's set up because I didn't set up your network.
Yeah.
Finally, at one point, he comes to the realization that all he's needed to do this entire time is allow the thing to communicate on his network. Because I already have everything set up. He just hasn't told the network it's allowed to be there.
Yeah. Didn't press the power button.
Basically, it was MAC locked, and he needed to allow the MAC address onto the network.
Oof. Apple.
Mac.
And
Yeah.
as
First mistake.
well, no, that's a Windows thing, or any network thing. All equipment, all
Yeah, it's
Like
locked.
every computer
It's
has
locked
a
to the
MAC
network.
address,
Yeah.
and a network can. If a secure network will not allow just any MAC address on their network. They'll require it to be allowed explicitly.
Yeah.
Oh
And as
snap!
soon as he did that, it started working again magically. Who would fucking thought? But guess what? I didn't do anything other than sit there for hours calling my boss, telling him, please answer the phone. I can't leave until you give me permission. Literally nothing else I can do here. And he just never freaking answered.
You got paid for it though, right?
Yeah.
Bingo.
I really hate that customer though. I hope I never get.
You're the type of guy we like out in the field that wants to not be in the field. There's not many people like you left though. Or I'm the same way on that, but I'm salary, so it's like I just leave.
Oh, the kind of guy that just wants to go home and
Yeah, finish the job and get out of there instead of getting
yeah.
paid.
Well, I mean that's the thing. I'm salary non-exempt, so
Oh, okay. So
even if I work 20 hours, like I'm still getting paid 40.
oh,
But if I work 50 hours, I'm getting paid 50. So like I don't mind working overtime, but I am perfectly content to make 40 hours every week
yeah,
and only work like 30.
I get paid for 40 and nothing else. So if I work a 70-hour work week, which I have done recently, I don't get paid for it. I don't like. That's the
I'm
stuff.
not going back to salary.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind, like, my salary's decent for a grocery store. The thing I hate is then they complain if I only have like a 30-hour work week. I'm like, I didn't need to be there. Why, like, I worked 70 hours this week, it offsets. So,
I
but
see.
but
That
no,
company doesn't care because at the end of the day, they're looking at their sheet that says I made them this much money this month and I cost them this much.
I mean, I could make that sheet for my boss and he still wouldn't want it. He'd still want the 45 hours they require for all managers. So,
Yeah. Well, it's just like a month ago or something. I had a ton of jobs in a month doing battery replacements and cap replacements, and it like looking up the sales. Like they give us a bonus based on how many of those we do in a month.
yeah.
And in my region, you could see my name with just like a long list of like hundreds of thousands of dollars in jobs that I did.
Well, there you go. Guessing that was a good paycheck.
I mean, it's not that big of a bonus, but it was decent.
I still like I'm not gonna ask or anything, but I still like big. I found that big to you and big to probably me, maybe Pat, is not the same.
No, I mean it's the scale.
But at the same time, I'm not
No,
gonna
I mean
ask.
it's the scale
That,
because
I mean,
It
if
is
he
a
makes X
scale.
amount of
a
money more than his
few.
average,
I typically my bonus pay will be like a few $100
Oh, okay.
on to up to 1,000 for like a really big month.
There you go. There, that's where you get. That's where you start
that's
going
I mean
over. I've never seen a bonus that big.
it's still relatively not a large bonus though for him.
That's what I'm saying. That it's
It's like for
Yeah, I mean,
Captain.
I'm still because like I fuck, I'd have to pull out a calculator to figure out what
nah. That's
my
fine.
is.
That's fine. I mean, I get it. I work in a grocery store and everything, so I don't. But I got like I don't know. The only job that I
Be
work.
right back.
Oh,
Yeah, because I make 8,000 a month before taxes, so like a few $100 to 1,000's like
yeah.
decent. but I'm not gonna notice big difference. Most of it goes to taxes anyway.
Good for. I guess that's true since you live by yourself and everything. Yeah. All right, Pat. Well, I'm sad to say we were gonna end anyway, but he's probably not gonna get the final say. So we will see y'all another day. Have fun with Aru playing Red Dead 2 still for
Cool.
now 2.5 hours.
Can't wait to mess with Aru.
There we go. See y'all later.